Hey guys, Chico, he provides. I know you've been hearing a lot about, or at least some about our rental property and the investments we're making to improve it. Here it is. It's not a lot, but this is where my wife and I lived for a while until we built the new house. And then when we built the new house, we started renting this out. So we've got a nice young couple in there now, and we have let some things slide. So we're trying to make up for that now. Today I am pressure washing the deck, and I'm going to do a little review on what I think about this Stanley pressure washer here in just a minute. Guys, I'd appreciate it if you'd share this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribers, we'd really appreciate it if you'd consider becoming one. We'll be back in just a minute. So we bought this Stanley 19 PSI electric pressure washer. It does a pretty good job on pressure washing, but I gotta say the one issue is everything's plastic. Everything breaks easily. Once this machine gets going, when you first start it up, like this morning when I first started it up, it takes a long time for it to actually start working well. It'll work a little bit and it'll stop it. It'll work a little bit and it'll stop. And it takes a little while for the pressure to build up in it. But once you get going, it does a pretty good job. Came with two wands. The first one I've really not found a reason for. The one that they say is the high pressure wand. I've used it on my father-in-law's van. I've used it on our vinyl siding, and I used it on the window, the shutters around the window, just to see, you know, I didn't wash my whole father-in-law's van. I just did the hood, and I did like a little corner of our house on the vinyl siding, see how it did on vinyls. So I brought it up here, and I've started on this deck. So the second one, the low pressure one, I don't really see a use for it. The high pressure wand, it'll get wonky. It'll start out and it'll just be a steady stream, smaller than my pinky. Takes a long time to get pressure washing done with just that stream, but then it'll start doing its thing and it'll cover a wider area. But it might stop and do the straight stream again for a little while. So we gave $129 and some change. It ended up being $139 and some change with tax. And I'm glad we bought it. We'll get some use out of it, but honestly, they just don't make stuff like they used to. I'll be right back. I want to show you a little bit about what it looks like on the deck so far. We'll be right back. So I've done about a third of the deck, and that is what it looks like where I haven't done anything, and the edges look pretty rough. And like I say, we let things kind of get away, but no more. This is what I've already done, but here's something where you can really see the difference. Not yet done a few minutes ago. So it's making a difference. It is splintering the wood because, like I say, we've let it go, and this is a fairly old deck. But just pressure washing it is making it a lot better, and we'll knock off all these splinters before we seal it. So when we finish with it here, we'll stain it and we'll move on. I have pressure washed the door and one shutter this morning. The door looks a lot better. The shutter, I really can't tell a lot of difference. There's this one and there's this one. And just in case you're wondering, the insulation in the window is basically to keep the heat out in the summer and the cold out in the winter. So, all things considered, I'm glad we bought this. I wish they made things better like they used to, but they don't. And we're gonna get this done. We appreciate you guys coming along now. Godspeed.